because you guys know your girl loves Chipotle. So what is a true what I eat in a day favorites edition if I don't get some Chipotle? Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to Vlogmas Day 5. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe that we are almost halfway through freaking Vlogmas. I feel like we just started. December is flying by so freaking quickly, but your girl is not in the slightest bit mad about it because I love Christmas. So I cannot wait for Christmas time. So let's get December rolling. I ain't mad about it. For today's video, I am going to be doing a what I eat in a day favorite meals edition. So these are my go-to staple meals. So these are most likely things that you guys have seen time and time again on my page and on my YouTube channel, but it wouldn't be a true full day of eating favorites edition if I didn't incorporate some of these meals in. So for the course of the day, I actually am going to be tracking my calories. I do not do this on a normal basis. I don't track calories. I don't track macros. I just intuitively eat. I've been doing this for about a year and a half now, but you guys are constantly asking me, how many calories do I eat in a day? How many calories is this meal? How many calories do you burn a day? So for the course of the day, I'm going to be keeping track of all of that for you. Like I said, I don't typically do it, but I know everyone is always so interested. So just specifically for this video, and since they are my absolute favorite meals, I'm going to do that for you guys. I don't care how many calories I eat during this course of this day, but I'm going to keep track just so we all have an idea of about how many I am putting in every single day. Over the course of the day, I'm hopefully at some point going to be getting Chipotle either for lunch or dinner. Fingers crossed. Everything that I eat in the course of this day, I'm going to be keeping track of. You know for a fact that if I have a whole Hershey's chocolate bar, which, you know, sometimes you gotta do in the middle of the workday, I'll be tracking it and showing you guys because we ain't hiding anything on this channel. Whatever I eat, you guys are going to see today. So we're going to dive right into it. You guys saw for breakfast that I have an absolute freaking breakfast staple in my book. This is something that you guys have seen literally probably 3 out of the 5 days. If you watched my first Vlogmas video, it was a day in the life, and of course that's what I ate for breakfast. So this is pretty much my staple go-to breakfast, and that is 2 pieces of wheat toast, a piece of ham, a piece of cheese, and then a fried egg on each piece of bread. And then with that, I also have a peanut butter and banana protein smoothie. So in that smoothie, I typically put in 2 on the smaller side bananas. I put in a spoonful of peanut butter that I don't typically weigh out, but I would say is a little less than about a tablespoon of peanut butter. I put in a scoop of the Alani Nu plant protein powder. I have the chocolate flavor. I absolutely love it. And then I add literally like a splash of milk just to give it some good consistency and a couple ice cubes. Blend that bad boy up, and that's what you guys typically see me eat for breakfast 3 out of the 5 days of the work week. Alright, so I just entered all of that into MyFitnessPal, which is the app that I use when I am tracking calories, when I am tracking how much I eat in a day or my exercise and all of that. I do use MyFitnessPal. This is not sponsored, but your girl absolutely loves it. It's a free app. You can, I think, pay for an updated version where you can, it just has more features, but I use the free one and it works perfectly fine. So my breakfast, what you just saw me eat, the fried egg, cheese, ham, toast, and that peanut butter banana protein smoothie, was 985 calories. So one would say that's a lot for breakfast, and I am very aware I have a big breakfast compared to some people. Some people just grab like a banana and scurry their way out the door, but I have always been such a big friggin' breakfast person, and so I am not. I just got done a workout. Where I probably burned up to 600 calories between my cardio and then lifting. So for me, eating almost an 1,000 calorie breakfast, not a big deal. And like I said, I normally don't track, so that number means relatively nothing to me personally. But once again, I know you guys are always so curious, so I put all of that information into MyFitnessPal. MyFitnessPal is super great as an app because if you are tracking calories, you are tracking macros, they let you scan the barcode. So for example, my Alani Nu protein powder, I didn't have that in the system because at the time where I was tracking, I didn't use that at that point. So all I had to do was go over, scan the barcode, and then it's already right there in the system. It tells you how many calories per serving, all of that good stuff. So you don't even have to input it, but if you do and it's not, you can't find it in the system for some reason, which is rare, you just literally read the barcode. You can manually enter it in, how many calories it is per serving size. So it's a super easy, super user-friendly app. So that is what I'll be using throughout the course of the day to track my calories. So that was my breakfast, and I will check back in with you guys later when I eat my next food. Alright, they're freaking snapping again. So we are back at it. I just had lunch and now I am having a snack up in my room as well. So since the time period that I last left, since breakfast, I've just been kind of hanging out, doing work. I actually have completed 2 more workouts. Since I have last left you, I did an outdoor walk. I walked about 2.5 miles. So you're able to input that. Also during that time period, I taught a class for my job. So I work in corporate fitness, so I teach group exercise classes, and so I just taught a Tabata class. That was a 45-minute class, so I was able to put that in as a HIIT training as well with the amount of calories that I burned. This is a super awesome feature because if you are someone that wants to really keep track of your calories in versus calories out, it really gives you the opportunity to do that because you can literally track every single thing when you work out, and you also then can track every single thing that you put into your body as well. After those 2 things, I then had lunch. So for lunch I had a salad. Like you guys can see, it's a big bowl of salad. My family always has this for the most part in our fridge. It's chopped up romaine lettuce and spring mix lettuce kind of put in there together with peppers, carrots, mushrooms, whatever we can kind of find. Sometimes we have tomatoes in there. I added chicken cutlets, so that is one of my biggest tips. Those were already made for me, so that made it super quick and easy to just slice and dice those bad boys up and toss them right into the salad. And then I added the cheddar cheese and the balsamic vinaigrette on top as well. Once I have added in all of the stuff onto MyFitnessPal, I have entered in all of the different things. Like I said, that big bowl of salad, it's always made in my fridge, so it's not specifically weighed out. However, I kind of just had an estimate of how much I think it'll be based off of just knowing how much a serving size is. So my lunch, and I'll pop it up here on the screen, came out to be about 600 calories, which is a really nice amount for the day so far. And then I am now eating pretzel crisps up in my room. I just need something salty in my life right now, especially after I just got done a workout, nice and sweaty, gross. So this is going to be a nice little snack while I continue to work. So pretzel crisps are, the serving size is 11 pretzels, like full pretzels. So that's something to keep in mind if you are trying to like really keep track of your snacking. Like just be aware of the serving size. So that's 11 crackers. So obviously I'm not going to eat just 1 serving size, but it's probably closer to 2, maybe a little over that. So I put in 2 serving sizes with just 22 crackers because as you can see, they're kind of all broken up. So that is 220 calories, which I will also put up on the screen. So that kind of is it for right now. It's all about calories in versus calories out. So I will get more into that in a little bit. I am going to snack a little bit, continue to work, finally cleanse myself because I look friggin' wild, and then I'll check back in with you guys in a little bit. I'm back from freshening up, thank gosh. That's the worst part about teaching class in the middle of the day for me, is I work out so early in the morning at like literally 5 a.m. That's so dramatic. At like 6 a.m. and then I don't shower until 1, so that's pretty repulsive. But I'm not going to shower, even if it's just rinsing off, just have to rinse off again in the middle of the day. That just seems like a waste of water, and like, who am I to waste water? But anyway, I just wanted to talk real quick about the things that you want to be seeing on MyFitnessPal, or the type of calories you want to be taking in versus taking out, depending on what your goals are. This is a question that I get so frequently on my Instagram or with my clients, because people really are just not sure how to properly fuel their body based off of what their current goals are. So the biggest thing that I can tell you in terms of losing weight, gaining muscle, anything, it all really breaks down to calories in versus calories out. Calories in are the amount of food that you're taking in. That includes everything. So the food that you eat, any drink that you have that has calories to it, if you take pre-workout, if you take supplements, all of that is considered in your calories in category. That is anything that you are taking into your body that has a caloric amount to it. Calories out, on the other hand, obviously relates more toward the exercise and the calories that you are burning. So that all comes from exercise, and also your basal metabolic rate, which is something you need to keep in mind as well. Every person has a basal metabolic rate. It varies from person to person depending on your activity level, but if you were to lay in bed and do absolutely nothing all day long, not even get up to pee, watch Netflix, nothing like that, literally lay in bed all day long, you would still be burning calories. Your body needs to be burning calories just to help your organs run, just to help you breathe, to blink. You're burning calories by doing your absolute minimum. So that is your basal metabolic rate. Every single person has one. It varies from person to person. The more active you are, the faster your metabolism is. Typically, you have a higher basal metabolic rate. For example, someone like myself, when I do absolutely nothing, it is pretty common for me to still be burning about 1,800 calories in a day. That is what I tend to see my basal metabolic rate. To add on to that calories out now becomes anything that you are doing on top of that basal metabolic rate. So if you go for a walk, any calories you burn gets added on to that number. If you work out in the gym, if you do yoga, whatever you are doing to be physically active and do physical exercise gets added on to that basal metabolic rate number. If your current goal is to lose weight, the biggest thing that I can tell you about calories in versus calories out is that you have to be putting out more calories than you are taking in. If you want to be seeing a weight reduction, that is the only way you're going to see it happen. Exercise plays a huge role in this, but also what you're eating plays a huge role as well. If you are going to the gym and working out, doing this, that, and the other, if you're walking, if you're running, if you're doing yoga, whatever you're doing to add up that calories out number, that total number for the day has to be more than the calories that you're taking in. I'm not sitting here and telling you you should only be eating 1,500 calories in a day. Keep that in mind. Never once did I say in order to lose weight you have to eat 1,500 calories in a day. No. Because like I said, we all have a basal metabolic rate. Sure, for some people may it only be 1,000. Yeah. But that doesn't mean that you would only be eating 500 calories more than your basal metabolic rate. No freaking way. Let's say you burn 1,800 calories in a day between your basal metabolic rate and any exercise that you do that day. In order for you to be losing weight, all you have to do is eat less than that 1,800. It could literally be 1,600, 1,700. It could be 1,750. I would say, and that's a very low number. Most people are burning like 2,000 calories a day. So that means if you want to be losing weight, you should be eating around 1,800 calories a day. You should never, as a grown adult, be eating less than about 1,500, 1,600 calories a day. There's no reason for it. Because like your basal metabolic rate will tell you, you're burning more than that. So if your goal is weight loss at this current point, all you need to focus on is calories in versus calories out. Your calories in just needs to be less than your calories out, including your basal metabolic rate and your exercise that you do in the day. A great way to keep track of that is an app like MyFitnessPal. If you are really unsure about how many calories you're taking in, and you're probably taking in less than you think most people are, but if you are unsure, tracking something in MyFitnessPal where you can literally scan barcodes or weigh things out is a huge way to tell you exactly how much you are eating. If your goal is to gain weight, then you are flipping that, obviously. You are going to want to be eating more than you are burning. So if you are burning 2,000 calories in a day, you best bet you better be eating more than 2,000 calories in a day if you want to be gaining weight. So that's something to keep in mind as well. For those of you who want to build muscle or build the booty, that's always a big thing right now. How do I eat to build the booty? How do I eat to build muscle? You have to eat. You are not going to be building muscle. You are not going to be growing a big, juicy booty if you're only eating 1,500 calories a day. No way, honey. Will that in the beginning maybe turn into an additional in fat mass? In the beginning, yes. However, the biggest thing that I can tell you, if you are interested in growing your booty or growing muscles, you need to intake more calories. So you need to be having more calories in the beginning than what you are burning, or right about the same. But you really need to be focusing on what you are taking in. So if you want to be building muscle, building the booty, you have to initially put more calories in than what you are burning. That will, in the beginning, look like a little bit of weight gain. You're going to feel a little bit more bloated. You're going to feel a little bit just like fluffier in certain areas. However, then when you start lifting really hard, crushing your workouts in the gym, this, that, and the other thing, all of that fat is going to shed off, and you're going to see the beautiful muscles that you have been building up through what you're eating. You cannot get big and strong and have big muscles, have a big butt if you're not eating properly. You need to really focus on what you're eating and how much you're eating in order to be able to make way for those muscles. Will it initially maybe look like fat gain? Sure. In the long run, after you're in a calorie surplus for a certain period of time, then you can lower your calorie intake a little bit back down, continue to crush it in the gym, and you will see that little bit of fat loss come off just to make way for those muscles that we've been growing. So those are the biggest things that I can say in relationship to that. Tracking your calories, if you're so unsure about what you're eating, is the biggest way to do that in the beginning. I tracked my calories. I tracked what I was eating in a day in the beginning all the time through MyFitnessPal. It was super, super helpful. Once I got comfortable with how many calories certain things are, with how much a serving size is, then I stopped using it as a resource. But in the beginning, especially if you have very specific goals at this point in your life, like maybe losing weight or gaining muscle, then you definitely need to hone in on calories in versus calories out. Sure, it matters what kind of exercise you're doing and how much. Sure, it matters what you're eating in the kitchen, what you're making, if you're going out to eat. Sure, all of that matters. But to break it down to the absolute most basic friggin' thing, it literally all goes calories in versus calories out. And depending on your goals, that's going to vary. So that was my little rant about that for the day. I know so many people have so many freaking questions on it, sister, and I'm here for you. I know it's confusing. If you have any other questions about it, drop them in the comments down below and I'll make sure to get to you. I know this can be super confusing topic, but it's so important to focus on your calories in versus calories out, depending on your specific goals. You're gonna cater the number that you're eating and burning to your specific goals. Can I have a bowl, please? Thank you. Can I do brown rice? No. Barbacoa? No, thank you. Can I do mild and then sour cream, corn, cheese, and lettuce? Perfect. Thank you so much. Back from Chipotle. To me, of course, I had to get Chick-fil-A because he's a Chipotle hater. So just wanted to show you guys my bowl. So I get a bowl, and then I get brown rice, I get barbacoa, and then I get mild salsa, sour cream, corn, cheese, and lettuce. I'm going to try and track all of it into MyFitnessPal as best as I can. I do believe on MyFitnessPal it does have Chipotle as one of like the options in there. So you literally type in like Chipotle brown rice, and then it gives you the approximate calorie per serving size. I told you guys if I was lucky, Timmy would let me get Chipotle today. So here we are. We did it. So I'm gonna go eat some dinner and then I will check back in with you guys.
Why are you doing that?
What do you have? Alright, so just got done eating that Chipotle. Absolutely love Chipotle, even though Timmy's over here holding the camera, liking Chick-fil-A more. Can't really. It's so sad. Anyway, it's the worst part about our relationship. I'm not even gonna lie. So I'll pop up the calories on the screen. So that came out to be 714 calories. The super awesome part about MyFitnessPal is that everything from Chipotle is already pre-put into MyFitnessPal. So as long as you are only getting a serving size of every single thing, it'll pop it right up on the screen for you, as long as it has the green check mark next to it. Obviously that means it is verified Chipotle and not like something some random person put in claiming that it was Chipotle. So if it has the green check mark next to it, it is from Chipotle. So it came out to be 714 calories. So for the day, my total ended up being 2,520 calories for the day. So right now I have my goal calories as 2,100, even though like I said, I'm not tracking. I have 2,520 calories that I ate, and I output just active calories 1,046 calories. It keeps track of all of that for you, which is really great. Once you put in all of your active calories, it gives you an accumulative total for the day, and same with your food. So you're really able to keep track of what you eat and what you drink if that is something that you want to be focusing on. Like I said, I don't typically track calories, I don't track macros. I just did it for the sake of the video. That number of 2,500 calories was something that if I was tracking it a year and a half ago would have absolutely driven me completely insane. I would have done extra cardio tomorrow at the gym. I would have gotten in some sort of activity tonight to make sure I could burn some of that off, but it literally doesn't matter to me right now. I am intuitively eating, but I wanted to make sure I could show you guys about how much some of the things that I eat on a regular basis are in terms of calories. So for the rest of the night, we're just going to hang out, going to be watching some TV, catch up on some Vlogmas videos. Not for me, but everyone and their mother is posting videos. I'm like, I know I'm not helping the cause because I'm literally doing the same thing, but like if all of your favorite influencers are posting Vlogmas videos, like how are you even supposed to keep up? So anyway, that's what Timmy and I are going to be spending the rest of the night doing, catching up on Vlogmas videos, watching some probably New Girl or Criminal Minds, because that's typically what we do literally every single night, and then just kind of chill. Most likely I'm not going to eat anything the rest of the night. I typically don't eat anything as a snack, and if I do, it's like a handful of Goldfish or Cheez-Its just to kind of hold myself over for the night. So we are going to wrap up the video here. If you guys like this video, make sure you go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. If you haven't already, go hit that subscribe button. Go ahead. If you haven't already, make sure that you check me out on my Instagram so you can see all of the other fitness and health content that I post on there. And I will catch you guys here next time.